As one descends to the lower level, one begins to catch glimpses as to why this is referred to as Tom's train room. As you enter the train room, you want to be careful. There's a railroad crossing sign that's just a hint as to what's to come. Friends and family have given me a number of items related to trains, and here's just a few of them that you'll encounter when you enter the train room on the lower level. When most people enter the train room, their expression is wow. They're amazed at the magnitude of the train layout. It just goes from one end of the room to the other. There are 3 levels to the train, and the upper level, which you're looking at now, consists of a small work locomotive that will bring ore cars out of a tunnel and position them on the track so that another locomotive can come by, pick them up, and bring them to the lowest level. This level contains some workers who are obviously bringing some food and items that the miners need. You can see that there's also an outhouse provided for them, and there's a few working at the entrance to the mine. On this level, we can also see a smithy who's just taking a short break from his job right now. You might wonder how we get the ore cars down from the 3rd level to the lower level. Well, there's a section of the train layout that's called a cog railroad, and it enables this locomotive to take the ore cars down to the very lowest level. The 2nd level of this train layout really contains the most detail. It contains a city, it contains a train station, gas station, general stores. It has a mechanic who's working on an automobile. It contains a post office. It also contains a hot dog stand, just a variety of things as we take a look at all of the detail. And also there's a beer garden where we can see people out enjoying a beverage in the noonday sun. And this is the access to the back of the train station where the cars can cross over the tracks and find places to park. And if you would look closely at some of these meters, you'd see that there's time on some of them, and some of them are parking illegally. The trolley moves around the downtown area and enables people to stop, get off by the train station or by the hot dog station and just make a complete loop around the 2nd level. We're at the train station, and you can see there's a lot of people anticipating the arrival of the passenger train, and as they wait they can buy a magazine or they can sit down and have a beverage. We also have some baggage handlers that are waiting for this passenger train to arrive, and wouldn't you know, there's somebody selling a newspaper. Well, it looks like the passenger train is starting to come into town to pick up some passengers. Let's watch its arrival. Well, if everybody's ready, let's sit down, get comfortable, and let's go for a ride.
Bitte zurück, Türen gehen zu. Achtung, der Zug fährt ab.
If we look out the right-hand side, we can see the farmhouse. This is one of my favorite parts of the layout. It represents a house that's out in the countryside. There's a garden, a lot of details. There's a pig ready for market, You can see the tractor ready to go. And there's also a crossing that enables one to leave the farmhouse. Has a lot of detail. You can see there's a chicken, a dog, there's a place for baking outside, there's a well, there's a pig ready for market, and a little fenced-in area to confine some of the animals. On the left, we're going to see a couple of houses as we drive by. And we're going to come up behind the beer garden, and we're going to pull over and get out and take a little closer look at it as we look outside of the train. Check out the train from the left. We can see the beer garden. And at the beer garden, we have a number of people outside enjoying a beverage, some of them sitting under a shaded area. And right next to the beer garden is a playground area where some young kids are out with their dogs skipping rope, and there's also a sandbox and a swing set. If we look out the right side of the train, we come into town where we can see some buildings where we have people out just watching the train go by. And there's also a gas station. Well, there's a general store with all kinds of fresh fruit and vegetables, and there's a bakery, and even Dr. Lang has his office set up.